going to Texas tomorrow. Have you prepared for the calling yet?
Not yet. I think we're doing it right now.
All right, let's make some sealed pools.
And let's do some pack one, pick ones.
All right, let's do it.
Let's get to it. All right. Welcome to Fabled Hunters.
I'm Yanji.
I'm Saint.
And we're gonna get ready for the calling.
We're gonna open some stuff, that's right. We're not gonna just make it your regular old box opening. We're gonna make some content and we're gonna prepare for the calling. And hopefully we'll get a Fabled in here.
Ooh, that'd be exciting.
Right, let's see.
Have you played much Tales of Aria?
I've only done 2,
Okay.
and they were both at the calling. One was the world pre-release,
Yep.
and one was a side event after I didn't do as well as I wanted to at the calling. It was like a Sunday event.
Okay.
I was hungover. It wasn't the best. I didn't do the best. I played Lexi. I tried it out.
Yeah.
But let's do this right now, and let's give the viewers some pointers and put in our experience in there. You want to pick 3 packs? I'll pick 3 packs for pack one, pick ones.
I got 3 packs.
You got the 3 packs? I'm going to take the 3 packs from the right Twix right here because I think there's a cold foil in there.
All right.
And then we'll also do 6 packs for later, right?
Okay.
We're doing P1P1s and the sealed pool. All right. You want to see who goes first? Let's go.
You got a 5? Oh, we're rolling.
Rolling. 3. And a 5. All right. You want to go first? Or you want me to go first?
All right, I'll open first.
You'll open first. Great. This is for later right there.
You got a Briar pack to start
You got a
off.
Briar pack. All right. Hold on. I've got the sleeves ready. I got semi-ridges ready. Always got to be prepared. Okay.
So let's order them.
LSS style, right?
Yeah, so we got some Earth cards. We got some regular Elemental cards. Ooh, an Ice. 2 Ice Rares.
Ooh.
Ooh, a Foil Majestic.
Foil Majestic. I'm sleeving that. And that's probably, is that an early winner? We'll see.
Let's talk about that.
Let's talk about that. Okay.
Okay, so we got basically no lightning cards except for the Channel Thunderstep.
Okay.
And then we got some Ice cards, some Earth cards. You said you played Lexi in the draft?
Mm-hmm.
So, my personal thoughts on the strongest cards in the pack, I think that the Weave Ice
Really?
is really good. The Buzz Bolt, being a red arrow, is really good.
Mm-hmm.
Out of all of the other class cards, I'm not really happy with any of them. And then I would say that probably Channel Thunderstep is my other pick. So like for me, it'd be one of these 3. And it really, for me, it's just like how open do you want to be? So if you pick Buzzbolt, obviously you're like hard committing to playing Lexi.
Mm-hmm.
I think if you're playing Lexi, you really need to have a lot of red arrows.
Okay.
If
I agree with you there,
if you play like yellow and blue arrows, it's just gonna end up like you're gonna be like 2 or 3 damage shy at the end of the game.
Okay.
And then if it was the red arrow, you would.
This is way niche, so I'm not gonna do Inspire Lightning, right? Because it's too conditional. So that's your thought process, right?
Yeah. So I would pick the Weave Ice if I was looking to stay a little bit more open.
Uh-huh.
And then I would probably pick Buzzbolt if I was trying to just like force.
If you were trying to force.
Yeah.
Okay.
Although honestly, Weave Ice is probably also like good for Lexi.
Good for Lexi. Okay. This is nice. 0 for 3 and Dominate.
Yeah.
Refuse with Go Again, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You know what? I'm a little more practical.
Yeah.
I always did my best to value draft when I saw some sort of value. This is probably like a $13 to $15 card minimum.
Yeah, definitely.
That's a start, and it's a Foil Majestic, so they come very, very rare. I would probably be 1, then Weave Ice,
Okay.
and then Frostfang. I would defer. Definitely not Rejuvenate. Entwine Earth 2 for 4 kind of sucks. Polar Blast from Arsenal. Draw a card. May pay. Gains Dominate.
Yeah, there's like 1 for each element. There's like a 1 cost.
Electrify or something.
Yeah, non-attack. Yeah, Lightning has Electrify and Earth has So Tomorrow, I think it's called.
Yep. Yeah, it would be probably one of these, and definitely Buzzbolt. Overflex has some utility, but I mean, first impression, I would do Channel Thunderstep.
Okay.
Just because there's value there
That's a
on
good
top
pick,
of actually
too.
card value.
Yep.
I agree with you that Weave Ice is a really cool card.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe the Bolt, the Overflex I like, Amulet of Earth. Everything else kind of sucks, right?
Yeah, not too impressive.
Yeah, not too impressive. So
I think for me, the best cards are the Red Heavens Claws.
You think more than the Shock Striker?
Yeah, just because it blocks 3.
Just because it blocks 3?
Yeah,
okay, because
that's
I'm
the only
thinking of the
reason.
extra utility for the 1 damage. But yeah, you're right.
That's
You're
fair.
right.
Icequake is also very strong.
Okay.
Icequake actually is pretty good for Oldhim because it works on your weapon.
Okay.
So if like push comes to shove, you don't draw any attacks. You can Icequake also kind of counts as an attack.
Okay.
If you were gonna pick Overflex, if that was like in your consideration, I would say pick Honing Hood.
Really?
Yeah. So generally, my experience has been I've done I think like 4 or 5 drafts so far.
Mm-hmm.
You don't get that many equipments in this set, just because the amulet shares the same slot.
Okay.
But the equipment play a very big like role in terms of like boosting your power. So which comes to mind immediately is usually like the glove slot. So like the Mark of Lightning or the Cracker Jacks can like really like make your turn like much more powerful.
Okay.
For Lexi, the Honing Hood, it's like night and day between having a Honing Hood and not having a Honing Hood. There's a lot of really cool plays that you can do with it.
Okay.
So Lexi's ability requires you to start with a card in your arsenal face down. You can flip it up for an action.
Okay.
Most importantly, is like lightning. If you flip over, you gotta go again.
Go again.
But the hardest part for Lexi in doing 2 attacks a turn is that you can only use your bow unless you have Voltaire. You can only use your bow 1 time every turn. So you can only actually put an arrow in. So even if you have the go again, you can't like do 2 attacks. But if you have Honing Hood, what you can do is you can like flip over like a lightning card.
Okay.
Pull it back, put an arrow into your arsenal, attack with the arrow, then load your arrow with your bow, attack with with the second arrow. That's like really strong. Another thing.
Wow. So Lexi ability and then reload.
Yeah,
right?
and then you can even use it on let's say if you go second, you can use it on turn 1. You can use your bow to load an arrow in, and then use the Honing Hood, pull the arrow out, put like a lightning card in, give yourself go again, do like an attack plus like your arrow, or flip over like an ice card.
My pick was probably this.
Yeah.
And then somewhere here, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Right.
And then for me, it's probably 1, 2, 2A, 2B.
2A, 2B.
Yeah.
Okay.
For me, it's like a toss up. If I'm feeling like I want to stay open, then I would probably pick Heaven's Claw or Icequake. If I'm feeling like I want to play Lexi, then I would play.
It's your pack. You go first. What's your opinion here?
All right. For me, off the bat, Red Snapshot, pretty good. Red Glacial Footsteps, also really strong card for Oldhim.
6 for 10.
Yeah, 6 for 10, which is already very good, very powerful turn. 3-card turn, you do 10 damage. If you have a 4th card, which is an ice card, you get to dominate it, which kind of can close the game out. Actually, Red Velaflash, I thought was pretty interesting. LSS released a video earlier where they did pack 1 pick 1s, and Jason Chung, I think, picked Red Velaflash over like some other cards for Runeblade, and he thought that card was like really strong for Briar. Yeah.
Okay.
I think for me, I would prefer to pick Red Bramble Spark because it's a non-attack action and it helps you get more than 1 go again. Because with Briar, if you play 2 non-attack actions, you get a Embodiment of Lightning, which lets you get like a go again.
Okay. Right here, you play attack action card, destroy, and it gets go again. Yes.
Yeah, and that happens when you play 2 non-attack actions on the same turn. You get one of those.
Yeah.
So I think for me, it would probably be Bramble Spark, Snapshot. I would pick one of those 2, or Honing Hood again.
Okay.
If I had committed to Lexi, I would probably pick Snapshot.
Pick Snapshot. Yeah. As for me, I would probably do the Snapshot as choice 1, just off the bat, because I don't like. I look at I think about the wheel, right? I think about what comes back after 4 or 5 or 6 or 7, and there's no Earth in the beginning, right?
Got it.
And I like ice, I like lightning. I don't like earth as an element in general.
Sure.
And Snapshot is just really strong. It's 0 for 4. It's an arrow. It's part of Lexi's kit. Yeah. Also more familiar with Lexi.
Worst case scenario, you get a blue arrow that you can use for resources that blocks 3 on the wheel. That makes sense
exactly,
too.
On the wheel. And then probably number 2 would be Honing Hood.
Yeah.
And not like a very confident number 2, just because it's gear. I saw it again, and I'm like, okay, I'll take it now.
Yeah.
And the number 3 for me would be Entwined Lightning, 0 for 4, with the high chance of go again, with the consideration that I like Lightning probably the most in the set, just for quick damage, extra damage, and a lot of go agains, a lot of chaining. Okay, pack 1, pick 1.
Yeah, where are you at?
Where am I at? Summerwood Shelter is good, but it's a no. 3 for 7. Break ground. See, I just don't like Earth. It's just not for me.
Saint's not a big fan of the do one thing every turn. You only do one thing.
I don't like only doing one thing.
Okay.
And this is cool though. Summerwood Shelter is a decent card.
The red one is really good.
Well, 0 for 3s, red one's 0 for 4 is even better, right? But this reinforcing, it's a buff to your defense reaction because it's an instant, because you can defend reaction and then build on top of it,
yeah,
right?
Summerwood Shelter is really good because Lexi and
Oldhim, you can just
do, like,
drop
dominate
it.
attacks.
Yeah.
So against like the dominate attacks,
you can
really strong.
buff this and counteract a dominated attack, right?
Yep.
And you can even make his defense reaction from 2 to 5, right?
You can't do his defense reaction because it's not an action card. But basically,
card. Oops.
Yeah, but basically, what it
Any
lets
card
you do is,
Yep.
its main, I think, role in the set is to kind of circumvent dominate.
Yep.
Because it's not defending; you're just playing it to buff.
Okay, so my rationale here early on, because it's still early. I'm not a professional. We're not professionals. Your NG probably you've played more limited TOA than I have, right?
Yeah.
It's probably between these two.
Okay.
And again, because I know Lexi, I'm going with the Cold Wave first.
Okay.
And let's see, the next one would be Flake Out after that. It'd be Cold Wave, then Flake Out. Basically giving away that I'm going Lexi primarily.
Yeah.
And then Lightning Surge or Ball Lightning, probably not. I would think very hard about this card because these are the two high rarity cards
Okay.
in the
That makes sense.
in the selection.
I think for me, if I was choosing between one of the arrows, I actually like Flake Out more than Cold Wave.
Really?
Yeah, because Flake Out lets you
Get dominate.
So Flake Out lets you get dominate. So when you use your bow, you can give it +1, so it becomes a 6-power dominate instead of 5-power dominate. Okay, it's kind of niche. Actually, for me, I would pick the Suede Hides pretty high. This is like another instance where like this is realistically like the only leg equipment in the set. There's Runaways, but Runaways doesn't have like a lot of value against Oldhim, like because Oldhim is only doing 1 attack of turn, and then so it's just like completely a blank against like a third of the field. I think out of the rest of the cards, for me, in terms of like strong cards, Snow Under is my leader if you wanted to play Guardian.
Okay.
All right, Oldhim to close. I wouldn't fault picking any of like the Red Lightning cards. I think they're all pretty good. I would first pick Deep Blue.
Really? This basically just switches something up for pitch.
Yeah, so what this card lets you do is it lets you...
It's like a sync below.
It turns any card into a blue.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It basically helps out with your red pitch hands, right?
And so this card is kind of like a get out of jail free card. So when you draw kind of awkward...
A red hand, yep.
Yeah, and what I found is that the format's like very punishing if you like take a turn off and you can't like do stuff very powerfully.
Yep.
So having Deep Blue, it doesn't commit you to a class because it's generic, so all 3 heroes can play it.
Yep.
Then so for me, is probably the strongest card. I would pick that. But then if I was going to pick a Lightning card, I would probably pick Lightning Surge. Because I think Lightning Surge does the most of what Lightning is trying to do. It's a 0 for 4, which is a really good rage. It's 1 card, does 4 damage, and it has Go Again.
Go Again. I would probably be 1 for 5. This is good too. Oh my god, this is so good.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is all really good.
Yeah, I don't think you can really go wrong.
I would not hard commit. If this is really my first pack,
Yeah.
I agree with you. I think Deep Blue has probably the most value.
Yeah.
Right?
I think so.
The most value. It's pretty easy. Sting of Sorcery, if you like Runeblade, I could see it because look, the rest of the turn you're doing when you attack with this, deal 1 unconditional damage, right?
Yeah, I think Sting of Sorcery is better and constructed. It's actually pretty difficult to attack with more than 1 attack action card in a turn.
Okay.
I think if you have a lot of these, like 0 for 4, 0 for whatever, like Go Again, attack you with a bunch of Ball Lightnings, this card's really good.
Okay.
But it's like definitely a lot harder to make it work.
Okay. I would say there's some value here. I would not pick it my first pick. Again, this is an easy first pick. And then depending on what I think I'll need, it would be Lightning Surge, Heaven's Claws, Lightning Press, somewhere up there. I don't think these 2 are very interesting because red arrows are what you want to really attack with, right?
I agree.
This would just be supplementary value. So we both agree on this,
Yeah,
right?
I think
And then
so.
we would say the next most powerful are the lightnings. And then if you're already in Guardian, then an Entangle,
Yeah, it's
more
not
so
bad.
than Avalanche.
Yeah, well, you need to draft blues, but if you're like picking an attacks, I think there you just kind of have to feel out like where you are.
Yeah.
If you need more blues or if you just need.
I think blues are just recycle value. They're secondary. When you're missing blues, you could just pick up some blues at the end, right? But this would be more core to your Guardian attack.
Oldhim needs a lot of blues though. I think
Yep.
you need like
All Guardians need a lot of
yeah,
blues,
you know,
right? For all the effects and
like around
the,
like 16 to
the
20.
hero ability, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so what would you say about the
Singeing,
Runeblade?
Singeing Steelblade is a good card for Runeblade, but
Mm-hmm.
it's like a card. It's like a role player. It's not like a star player.
Okay,
So
like a backup.
Yeah.
So you would still take Sting of Sorcery, right?
That's like to me like they're both role players.
Okay.
Like it depends if I need non-attack actions or I need attack actions. When you're drafting Runeblade, one of the most important things for Briar is having, I think, around 1/3 to, like, let's say your deck is 30 cards.
Yep.
You need like 10 to 14 non-attack actions. So
Really?
yeah, because you want to get the embodiment of lightnings. To be
Okay.
able to go again.
To go again. Yeah.
So knowing that, you gotta, when you're in the middle of the draft, you're kind of counting, oh, how many do I have? How many more do I need? That's what I meant. They're like role players.
Yep.
Like, I don't know if you ever do like fantasy sports.
I have.
Sometimes, yeah, sometimes you got like, oh,
Fantasy basketball.
I need like 3-point shooters. I need,
Yep.
But you don't pick like the 3-point shooter at the beginning of the draft.
To fill the role. No, you're not.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, unless it's like Steph Curry. or
Yeah.
somebody
Well,
you
Steph
want
Curry
needs.
is like crazy about it.
Yeah.
I mean, like you know what I mean. Like you don't
Yep.
pick like the role players.
I got you. But Deep Blue is the easy winner.
Yeah, I
No
think
matter
so.
what. All right. Last pack. Big money.
You're a fan of Endless Winter.
I'm a huge fan of Endless Winter. If I
Okay.
get it early on,
Yeah.
I like it. I'm a fan of Stir the Wild with Red.
Okay.
I probably more than Rites of Lightning.
Okay.
2 for 7, maybe even more.
Mm-hmm.
And Weave Earth, not as big of a fan. Earth Action. Yeah. And I'm also a very big fan of Mark of Lightning. I'd probably put this up front because it's a Majestic. It's like, you know what? Pack 1, pick 1. My first pack. Oldhim, such a strong card. It's just like, bam. We're gonna try to it's enough for me to force Oldhim early on. Late on in the game, if I'm not playing Oldhim and it's like the 6th pack, like we've looked at 5 other packs,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna value draft it. I'm just gonna let it go and say somebody else can take it.
Okay.
Probably Mark of Lightning is pick 1, pick 2, something like that. Like you
Yeah,
said,
yeah.
gear, especially the arms.
Yeah.
You can do force 1 damage when you need it.
There's a lot of really cool things. So Mark of Lightning, if you like play a ball lightning, it's like 2 unblockable damage.
Yep.
It's just like these like kind of effects. If you fuse a frazzle, it's 2 unblockable damage if they block. I like this card a lot.
I do too.
I like Endless Winter as well. Yeah, like you said, if you're in the mood to play Oldhim,
Yeah,
Then-
this is the card. If you're playing Oldhim and you open up this card, you're like, I want this card. This card will do stuff for my deck. And so what about you? Are we similar
yeah,
there?
I'm Mark of Lightning number 1. This probably number 2. Number 3 probably Red Frazzle and Earthlore Surge.
Earthlore Surge.
Yeah, Earthlore Surge, the rate isn't that good, but you have to also think about it this way. It's basically like a 4 attack that has go again, because normally it's hard to do more than 1 attack a turn. So if you get to play a buff,
Okay.
you can if you're playing Oldhim, you can pitch 2 cards, 2 blues, and you play Earthlore Surge into Endless Winter.
If you're
That's a 12
playing
damage attack.
Briar, this fulfills half of the requirement of non-attack action.
Yeah, now you're thinking
Right.
oh, I'm trying
To
combo
combo
together.
up and then do
Yeah,
more damage,
yeah.
right?
Yep.
And then red arrows are always really good.
Yep.
It deals +1, Mark of Lightning, it combos. But this is probably an easy one for you, and this would be 1/2, right?
Yeah. That's where I'm at.
Okay. Wonderful. All right. So that was a
Didn't-
lot of thoughts.
Didn't get the spicy cold foil yet.
We
It's still in
did
the
not.
box. All right.
And I think that's it for now. Let's go do it next time. Let's go do another episode. So
All right, next time we'll do a sealed pull.
yeah, we will. Thanks, guys. Check it out. See you later. Bye.